We're currently looking at our invoice spreadsheet example from within Google Drive, and we're at the point now where we can add formulas or functions. This can be really difficult for people to understand, and to let you know, there are over 300 different types of functions you can use within Google Spreadsheets, so this could be an advanced course all by itself. What I'm going to do is show you a few functions that might be most commonly used by small business owners. So first, what I want to show you is how to apply a discount. In this case, we're giving a 20% discount off of this course here. What I'm going to do is click on this cell, which is D19, and I'm going to press enter on my keyboard. That's basically telling Google Spreadsheets that I want to start a formula. In this case, what we're going to then do is click on 400 here, or cell B19, and then we're going to multiply it by 20%. To multiply, use an asterisk, which is Shift 8 on your keyboard. And then for 20%, that is 0.20, or just 0.2, and then I'm going to press enter on my keyboard. And there you go, it calculated it for us as being $80. This is one of the reasons why I really like using Google Spreadsheets. If I did this in a word processing program or from within Google Documents itself, I'd have to pull out a calculator and maybe calculate this manually. However, in this case, I just have the simple formula and it does all the work. Okay, let's do another formula. I'm going to scroll down. For this next formula, I want to make sure the totals are correct. So what I'm going to do is, once again, I'm going to press equals, the price, times, which is an asterisk, how many units, minus any discount, which I'm left clicking on, and then enter. And now I want to show you a trick, because what I could do is I could then take that formula and I could redo it manually for each of these cells going down, or I can copy it and then I can paste it. So I highlighted the cell with the formula I want, edit, copy, and now I'm going to select these other cells all at a time. And there's something I want to show you. I could paste it just like this, but there'll be a problem and I want to show you what that is. So let's just do paste, or which would also be Control V on your keyboard. And the thing is it took the formatting and also copied it down. So as you can see, now we don't have those nice white areas going through. So that's part of the reason that I want to show you the next trick, which is paste special. I'm just going to hit Control Z on the keyboard to undo that. Okay, so let's try that again. We're going to copy it, or Control C, and select all of these. And this time we're going to do paste special. Now you can either go to the edit menu to find paste special, or you can just right click on your selection and you have a more contextual menu here. In this case, what we want to do is paste the formula only. And this time it's just the formula and all our formatting is the same. Now, just as a note, when you click on a cell with a formula in it, you can see the formula up here. So at any time, you can get a feel for how it's calculating the value in that cell. So if I click here, you can see it's B19, that's this cell, times C19 minus D19. Now we're going to do a more challenging formula. This is where we're actually going to use a function within Google Spreadsheets. And I want to show you a few things about that. The formula is going to go here, so I left click here. And now what I want to do is show you a way to learn about the different formulas. As I said, there's over 300, and that's way too many to go through in this tutorial. So there's a few things you can do. You can click on Insert, Function, and More. Or another way to look at all the formulas is to click on here, Functions, More Functions. It's the same thing depending on which way you're more comfortable doing it. So I'm going to click here, and this will open up another window to Google Help. and you'll see a list of over 300 different functions you could use, as well as their descriptions, their syntax, what they do, etc. There we go. So there's a few useful things here when you're looking at the function list. First of all, 300 is a lot to look at. In this case, we can just look at math ones. And then there'll still be a lot once it filters. So what we can then do is start typing sum, and then the function I'm looking for, which is sum, is right here. And here's where you can see an example of how it works. It adds up all the numbers in a range of cells. So I'm just going to X out of here and get back to our spreadsheet. The other thing I want to show you is what I could have done as well is just press equals and then sum. And already here, Google's helping us out. It's showing us all the different functions you can use that start with SUM, and there's quite a few. And if I mouse over, it tells you how to use them. So what we're going to do is now continue on with the formula. We're going to enter an open bracket. And now we're going to select everything we want included in this total. Just going to left click and drag, release, and press enter. And there you go. Once again, if you want to see what the formula looks like, you can just click on the cell and the formula is up here at the top left. Now we need to calculate our taxes. To do this, I'm going to left click, equals. And a quick trick, as this cell is really close by, instead of clicking on it, I could just use the up arrow on my keyboard and then do times 0.0785. Enter. And there you go. Now we have the taxes. And then the total is a more simple formula. It's just going to be equals cell E29 plus cell E30. Enter. And I'm just going to delete that because I want to show you one more thing. The other way you could do it is you could just enter it in as equals, and you could type in E29, and it highlights it for us to make it a bit easier, plus E30, and then enter. So depending on how you're comfortable, you can type in formulas in different ways. And now that you have these formulas typed in, you can use them in your own projects.